AITA for backing out of a group trip because I didn't want to split costs evenly with someone who spent way more. I'm 27F, and I recently had a situation with some friends that's been bothering me. A group of us decided to take a trip to a beach house for a weekend getaway. There were 6 of us total, and we agreed to split the costs evenly, including the house rental, food, and travel expenses. However, one of my friends, Sarah, 28F, booked the most expensive room in the house without telling anyone. She also decided to rent a car instead of carpooling with the rest of us, and she ate out at fancy restaurants while the rest of us kept it casual and cooked meals together. By the time we calculated everything, Sarah's expenses were way higher than the rest of ours. I was a little annoyed, but I didn't say anything at first. The problem came when we all agreed to split the costs evenly at the end of the trip, and Sarah insisted on contributing just the same amount as everyone else, despite having spent significantly more on herself. I didn't think it was fair, and I expressed my concerns. I suggested that we split the costs based on what each person spent, but Sarah said she didn't think it should matter, and we should just split everything down the middle like we originally agreed. I wasn't comfortable with that. I felt like I'd be paying for part of Sarah's luxury expenses, which wasn't what I had agreed to when we planned the trip. After a lot of back and forth, I decided to back out of the trip entirely, saying I couldn't justify paying such a high share of the costs. Some of my friends think I was being unreasonable and should have just paid my part, but I feel like it was unfair for me to cover someone else's lavish spending. AITA for backing out of a group trip because I didn't want to split costs evenly with someone who spent way more.